coupled device electronics box.
Card 1 is out.
Nice.
I heard that.
Looks great, John. Nice job.
Nice job, John.
Takes a few more turns to get it out of the connector. Not that it matters. The slide lock is in the 4 cards. The slide lock is engaged.
Okay, copy number 1 is in the bag,
so to speak. Okay, I'm going to reset.
Now he's resetting the index on the side of the extraction tool to the number 2 slot, and he'll repeat this task 4 times to remove all 4 cards.
Venice Houston for EVA.
Go ahead, Houston.
Yeah, bueno, you guys are tracking wonderfully on the timeline here, at least 40 minutes ahead, as I'm sure you're well aware. As a reward for all your hard work, you have a go for ACS completion. As appropriate, that's on 7-153.
Great, Dan. We were looking forward to that. Thanks for that early call. And we'll press ahead here with ACS completion.
Okay, 3 caps in the trash bag, bueno.
Okay, John, copy that. Before you retrieve the PFR and articulating socket from the aft shroud, we have some wireless video requirements. Okay. We could just get a look at the CEVR, low voltage power supply, and the cable route. One last time.
Okay, let me, so I can maneuver a little better. Low voltage power supply.
Okay, we can see that nicely.
And on up to the CEVR.
Okay, John, that looks good. And Houston, do you like those views?
Venice Houston, we sure do. Thanks very much.
This is a view from the forward end of the payload bay on the port side, looking.
Could you move the arm left 3 feet?
Looking at the open minus V2 shroud doors as John Grunsfeld and Drew Feustel get set to close those doors. They've completed the installation of the new cosmic origin spectrograph on the left side of that open area, and completed both parts of the repair task of the advanced camera for surveys.
Okay, stop motion.
Motion stop.
And John, if you'd like to see it this time around, we're going right over Hawaii.
Okay, thanks.
You come look over the right ohms pod.
Do you see it?
Other side, John.
Oh, no. I'm upside down.
It's right in the Air Force.
I'm heading that way anyway.
Sorry, John, it's on your left.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Yeah, I can see the Gemini Observatory and Keck 1 and 2 on the Big Island. Yeah, NASA IRTF.
So, John, does that make up for the last one?
Yeah.
Are we even?
Let's wait for ACS functional. Now, get in. That's better.
All spacewalkers John Grunsfeld and Drew Feustel are closing the minus V2 shroud doors.
They look even left and right.
Space Telescope Operations Control Center has reported to Mission Control in Houston a good aliveness test on the advanced camera for surveys.
Copy the handle and the pit pins in.
Taking away from the telescope 1 foot.
Away 1 foot.
And John, if you're clear, I'm going to move left. Going to move left? Okay. Yeah.
Venice Houston for EVA, we have a good aliveness test on ACS.
Oh, that's unbelievable. for 1.5 electrons or less.
Nice work, guys. Congratulations to you, John and Drew, for a great effort. And I know it was made possible by all the folks who really put a plan together in record time to save ACS. So our thanks to them as well.
Great work, Scooter.
Okay, John, you can ingress.
Okay. We'll see you inside.
John Grunsfeld now floating into the airlock. Drew Feustel already inside.
Come on in.
And Drew, the SCUs will be next.
Okay. Trying to find that tunnel. There it is. I just want to say one quick thing. We started off this morning with Hotel Cepelina, which is where we're living here on orbit on Space Shuttle Atlantis. And I think the success of both cost and especially ACS is due to all the diligence of all the people who live in that Hotel Cepelina and made the fantastic tools and fantastic techniques that we use today. And of course, the inventive mind that developed the CVR technology, borrowed from the Next Generation Telescope, the James Webb Space Telescope. It was all fantastic and enabled us to do our work today. Thanks very much.
Atlantis, Houston for Photo TV.
Next, go ahead for Photo TV.
You guys are looking great in the airlock. Great job today to John and Drew. Hopefully they're not as tired as they have been in the past. We're wondering if you guys had a chance to look at Photo TV 05 for the minus V2 survey.
Yeah, Dex, I'm doing it right now.
Hey, great, Ray J. Thanks very much. And you got the notes that we'd called up earlier. Is that correct?
Yes, 7 and 9 is what I copied.
That sounds great. Thanks, Ray J.
This live camera view is from the mid-deck of Atlantis, looking through the hatch into the airlock, where spacewalkers John Grunsfeld and Drew Feustel are getting out of their spacesuits after today's 6-hour, 36-minute long spacewalk that concluded just a little over half an hour ago. That's Grunsfeld out of the hard upper umbilical, the upper torso section, and floating into the middeck. Grunsfeld's partner today and 2 days ago and 2 days from now, astronaut Drew Feustel, who now has 2 spacewalks under his belt and almost 14 hours outside, 13 hours 56 minutes in spacewalking time for Feustel on his first space shuttle flight. Today's spacewalkers, with astronaut Megan MacArthur, who is the primary operator of the robotic arm during today's spacewalk, now shaking hands with Mike Good, who shared the intravehicular officer activity duties with his fellow spacewalker Mike Massimino.